With 11 million inhabitants, Jakarta is one of the most densely populated cities on the planet. It's also one of the most polluted and one of the most threatened by rising sea levels. It's why the decision was taken to move the capital. Parts of the city are already underwater, like this mosque. In these aerial images, one can clearly see that the sea, held back by dikes, is a ticking time bomb. Having grown up here, Greenpeace employee Jasmine knows the problem all too well.
As what you can see, the water level is almost 1.5 meters, or also almost half of the house of the people over here. So it can be ensured that during the flood or the high tide, then all of these houses will be half flooded.
Due to global warming, the sea is rising, but the city is also sinking by 5 to 10 centimeters a year from overpopulation. Because residents pump large quantities of groundwater, their surrounding is caving in. By 2050, a third of the city will be underwater. Until now, the authorities' response has been limited to raising the seawall every 6 months. But now, they've decided that it is no longer enough and have taken the radical decision to move the capital more than 1,000 kilometers away to the island of Borneo. This footage shows the Indonesian president flying over the area destined to become the nation's new capital. Today, it is a forest. Almost everything will be built from scratch. A minister has been named to lead the project. He's announced that some civil servants will be able to move there as soon as 2024.
Yes, ambitious, but we have done that. I mean, Jakarta always gets support from the government budget. And then for the new capital, as I mentioned, we are going to utilize as much as possible private sector.
And you will not abandon anyone here in Jakarta?
No, nobody will be, they don't have to worry.
But critics say the government's plan is ecological nonsense, as it's not just Jakarta that is sinking. The entire north coast of Java Island is disappearing. Hundreds of square meters have already been submerged. All that remains of this village, a 5-hour car journey from the current capital, is its main road. The school's playground is permanently flooded. What is most unthinkable is what's happening in the classrooms.
It used to happen once a month, but now water is getting into the classes every 2 weeks.
Here is what a simple mathematics class looks like. The water level is continuously rising. For these students, learning has become a struggle.
When there's water in the classroom, it's difficult to remain focused on my studies. Sometimes I have to sit on the tables, which makes it difficult to write because everything is wet. And with my feet in the water, I get cold and I shiver a lot.
For this village and Indonesia as a whole, global climate change is an increasingly tough reality.